Well, hello there, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I hope you're all doing well. Today I'm going to talk to you what to do if you feel like giving up on your writing. I know you've seen me many times with this shirt here, which says "Don't Quit Writing," as well as the mug which says "Don't Quit Writing." But there simply may be times when you do feel like giving up, throwing in the pen or the towel or maybe even the computer. Well, maybe don't throw the computer because, well, obviously a lot more expensive than this or this, isn't it? Yeah. Well, today I'm going to give you 6 things to consider before you make that final decision to quit writing, in hopes that you don't decide to quit writing. So, number 1, remember, why did you start writing in the first place? So, reconnect with that spark that brought you to this artistic endeavor. Was it that you feel like creating things? New worlds, new people. Get your mind out of the gutter on that one, though. Or anything along those lines. If you do, well then, just think, take a break and relax and think about what can I do to get back to that. Number 2, if you need a break, then, well, take a break. There's always a saying that's going around these days that it's okay to not be okay. You may feel burnt out from work and family responsibilities, and you just weren't able to get to it on a specific day or anything like that, and maybe you're just exhausted. And if you are, well, then you take care of yourself and recharge. Your writing will suffer if you're trying to force it when you're tired or sick or anything along those lines. It's all part of the process of writing. There will be days when it's hard and days when it's easy. Progress is not always linear. Some days it's like that, and some days it's often like along those lines. You will have some days where the writing is hard and some days where it's easy. Another way to look at it is some days your writing will feel like constipation. You're really having to force it all out. Other days, it'll be like diarrhea and it will just flow right out of you. Well, hopefully I didn't gross you out too badly with that analogy, but the point needs to be specifically reiterated all the time that you're going to have good days and bad days. There are also some rejections will sting. Comments like when you ask a girl out, or if you are a girl and ask a guy out, or whatever the case may be, and they say no. Did that kill you? No, probably not. You always live to ask another person out or write another day. Number 4, don't compare yourself to others. And by this I mean, do not compare your beginning to someone else's middle, or your chapter 1 of your journey to somebody else's chapter 30 or 40 of theirs. Love coffee, don't you? I've been there myself, particularly with my own writing, wondering why am I not getting sales, or with a YouTube channel. I see some YouTuber views, they get thousands within a couple hours, where I don't get that yet anyway. But then I also think of how this can inspire me to make my videos better and see what I can do to get to where I'm getting down with you and getting the share of that ad revenue, if I ever get there, which will be great. I also saw some YouTubers say that took them 2 or 3 years to get to where their channel was monetized, and it's likely the same thing with you. If your book sales are not where you're hoping them to be, it may take you a little while to get there. Put in here, some people say, I like to get a Stephen King level of income. Some people think of that, and for me, of course I was one of those when I start writing, thinking my first book's going to become Stephen King level income, making millions upon millions a year. They're going to make movies out of my book. Now I think, I would actually be quite happy with 1% of Stephen King's income. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Yep. So I guess in some ways remember that this or any artistic endeavor is a marathon and not a sprint. And so, well, just about anything worthwhile accomplishing is really not a sprint. Unless you're at the Olympics in the 100-meter dash, then, well, yes, it would be. Number 5, remember, you don't have to write for anybody but yourself. Screw all those critics, particularly your own inner critic, which sometimes can be harsher than anybody else's. Just write something just for the pure joy of doing it. No one needs to see your writing unless you want them to. Screw what the market wants or the Amazon algorithm. You can always just write something again, just for yourself. Let's say you didn't get the girl when you asked her out. You can always do a self-insert romance story where you do get the girl. Or you can write yourself as the covert spy operative or anything along those lines. Remember again, you don't need to show the writing to anybody unless you want to. Number 6, do what you can for today. There's a book by Art Williams which says, all you can do is all you can do, and all you can do is enough. If all you can do for a certain day is like one sentence, then start with that, and maybe you get to write a little bit more. Maybe. Another way to look at it is from an advertisement I saw on a billboard for a fitness chain, not a gym, but where you buy fitness equipment, is that all you're doing is walking around the block. You're still doing laps around people who are sitting on the couch, munching on chips and drinking beer and watching whatever else on the TV. You can apply that to your writing. If you do one paragraph or one sentence of your writing today, you're still doing more, or doing laps as the saying goes, around the people who are only talking about writing a book and actually end up doing nothing. So there you have it, my tips for what you can do when you feel like giving up on your writing. I hope this helps you and inspires you to get back in the saddle and get back in the ring, or whatever else you have to do to get back on your feet and to do your writing again. Have a great day and a great week, and I'll see you in 7 days. So long, everybody.